One thing I hear frequently from community members and people doing their Decred research is Decred isn't listed on enough exchanges, or Decred doesn't have enough fiat on and off ramps. In turn, this leads to other speculation about liquidity. But as you'll see, Decred is actually in a unique and positive position for the opposite reason. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate that Decred doesn't need centralized exchange listings. All we require are the currencies that have access to centralized exchanges and their fiat pairs. At this time, Bitcoin BTC is listed on pretty much all exchanges and has the highest fiat liquidity. Next is Litecoin LTC, which has the added benefit of being cheap to transact with on-chain. You can also use stablecoins like Tether, USDT and USDC, but personally, I'm yet to be convinced of their usefulness. In the following example, I'm going to demonstrate how to move your Bitcoin BTC from your DCRDEX wallet to your Coinbase BTC wallet, and then follow this up with the options for changing your BTC into a fiat currency of your choice. So one of the most important things about any exchange is knowing that you can get your money on and off. So the good thing about DCRDEX, obviously there's no KYC, but you can still take your money out, you can still put it in via any wallet that you have. In this example, we're just going to look at the Coinbase wallet and the DCRDEX wallet and just see how it is that they can transfer between them. So for instance, in DCRDEX, if we head on over to the wallets page, Coinbase doesn't have a Decred wallet, so obviously we can't do anything with Decred and Coinbase. For this example, we're just going to use the Bitcoin wallet. So the first thing you need to do is unlock it. So we'll just enter our password. So once it's unlocked, you see we have some extra functionality here. We can rescan it, we can lock it again, or we can send and deposit. So if we wanted to take some Bitcoin out, we'd obviously press the send button and we get these options. If we wanted to deposit, we'd use these buttons. Now, for instance, let's just have a look at this. So we've got this deposit button. I've just clicked on this, and then we have this code here. If I click on this copy button, it will copy my address. And then if I head on over to Coinbase, and I head on over to the wallet, and if I had a balance here, which I don't think I do, if I had a balance here, I could be in the wallet and I could say, right, I want to send this. So all I'd have to do now is I'd say the amount that I want to send, and then I'd say which wallet, so I could just paste my wallet in here. I could give it a note if I wanted to, and then I just press continue, and that would actually, that would complete, and that'd be it. Then in a few minutes time, you would then see that money in your Bitcoin wallet. And it really is as simple as that, and it's the same for receiving. For instance, here's my Coinbase wallet. If I press this copy button and then head on back over to DCRDEX, and then this time I want to say send button, we paste the address in there, and then we can say the amount. Now in my particular case, I don't want to take it all out because I want to leave enough in here for my next trades. Okay, so you must always leave enough in to do another trade, otherwise you end up in the situation where you have to kind of needlessly move money in and out. So I'm going to leave just a little bit in there. So I'm going to take out 0.048, and that'll leave in 0.0024, which is enough for a few trades. I'm happy with the way this is set up. In order to authorize this send, I just need to enter my password again, and then just double check your address just to make sure that's right and it's going to it. So we're sending Bitcoin, and then we're receiving Bitcoin here, and then we just make sure this address is right. Okay, and once you're happy with that, you can then just hit the send button. Okay, so now it's been sent. It will take about 2 or 3 confirmations on the blockchain in order for it to kind of appear in your Coinbase wallet. You also get a notification here that says sent successfully and where it's on headed. If you wanted to, you could copy this address here into the blockchain to see what's happening. So let's do that now. And then we can paste that address up here, and then we can click into it and find out actually what's happened. So we can see the status of our transaction is currently unconfirmed, but it knows it's on the blockchain, it knows it's waiting, and once again it will take about 3 confirmations in order for that to show up in our wallet. What I like to do is just leave the blockchain open, and it will refresh as we go through and kind of tell us what's happening. So although it's still in the mempool, this transaction, if we head on over to Coinbase, we'll notice that it has actually turned up now in our Coinbase wallet. Okay, so that transaction is now in our Coinbase wallet, but it is in a pending state. So we do still have to wait. Like I say, we won't be able to spend that money or send it to another wallet or transact with it in any way until it has at least 3 confirmations. Okay, so we've got the first confirmation. So there it is, confirmation 1, and that's confirmation 2. Let's have a look at how our Coinbase is doing. And it's complete. Fantastic. So that only took 2 confirmations. So sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. So that's pretty decent. So we've obviously just sent Bitcoin from our DCRDEX wallet to our Coinbase wallet, and it's been received in 2 confirmations. The 2 confirmations did take best part of an hour actually, so it does take a bit of time, and that's mainly because we are dealing with the Bitcoin blockchain and it's particularly congested today. So the next part of this process is what happens if you've got money in your Coinbase wallet and you want to send it to your DCRDEX wallet. So all you'd do is you'd hit the send button instead. You'd say something like send all. So we've got this amount of BTC. So we're going to pay in BTC. We just need our wallet address. So if we head on back over to our DCRDEX and then we hit the deposit button, we get our address here and we just press this copy button. And then we can come into here and we can paste it. We can obviously check it to make sure that the characters are correct before we do anything else. We then have an optional message, and then we can hit the continue button. Now once we hit the continue button, we will get a notification just telling us exactly how much we're going to spend, how much we're going to send, and how much the fees will be. But if we're happy, we can just press the send now button, and that will then transfer that money back into our DCRDEX wallet. And it really is as simple as that. Transacting from a centralized exchange like Coinbase to DCRDEX through Bitcoin is actually really, really simple. One of the things that a lot of community members ask for is we need fiat on and off ramps. And this is where the DEX is really quite cool, because once you have a Coinbase account set up, you obviously have access to fiat pairs. Whereas obviously DCRDEX won't have that, but it's kind of understanding what the best use for each exchange is. My personal feeling is that centralized exchanges should be used for fiat on and off ramps, and peer-to-peer exchanges like DCRDEX should be used for crypto to crypto. And if you can distinguish between the two in that particular respect, it kind of does make a lot more sense. It also means you get into this frame of mind, we say, right, I'm not going to keep my coins on a centralized exchange, I'm going to keep them in my wallet. And if I want to trade between one cryptocurrency and another, I'm going to use something like DCRDEX. If I want to take my money out of crypto, I'm going to use something like Coinbase or Binance or one of the others. If I wanted to take this Bitcoin out, the first thing that I'd have to do is come in and do a trade. So I could hit the trade button. And I could then go to one of the fiat pairs. Now, I don't have access to USD, but obviously if you're in America, you'd have access to that. I do have access to euros, so I can hit the euro button and I can come into my BTC euro pair and I could do a trade there if I wanted to. Or I could just hit the GBP button and then I could do the Bitcoin to GBP trade. So I could actually take my Bitcoin and I could sell it for pounds. Once that's happened, you could then go to your assets and your pounds or your euros or your dollars would turn up in your pound wallet. So here's my pound wallet. And all you'd have to do then is say, right, I just want to cash out. So you can cash it all out if you want to. And then just press continue and that will obviously cash out. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration and hopefully it's opened your eyes to how easy it is to get in and out of DCRDEX without the need for additional exchange listings. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to show your support, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time.